Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Dead from Texas, USA. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Well, live is what I had written down, but apparently it's kind of come and go this morning. Yep. Coming up, we check in with our hot rod high schooler competing at the Texas Mile. Later, a look at the stories making headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong, and I just got a little notice on my cell phone.
What'd you get?
Should I read this?
Sure.
Good morning. Well, it just went away.
Oh, boy.
It says, good morning. It's Xfinity Assistant. AI. We're aware that you may be experiencing a service interruption and are working to resolve the issue by 8:45 this morning. We'll text you when it's resolved. Reply outage for additional updates. Okay, outage.
George sent that through AI. That's all you got that.
Is that?
Thank you, George.
Okay, well, I've just replied outage.
George, you get a taco.
Yeah, Kathy brought the tacos this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Kathy. We appreciate that. Let's see.
Whataburger tacos.
Yeah, they're actually very good.
Very, very good.
Yeah. Your service interruption should be resolved soon as possible. We're working quickly to get you up and running again. We'll text you once your service is restored.
Yeah, so
Why do they do this on Saturday morning? Why don't they do it on Sunday morning?
Because the guy was here yesterday and he went home to go to sleep. Now he's waking up to come back out to fix it.
Oh, I forgot to switch that switch. Oh, gee whiz.
I forgot to plug the fuse in.
And Sunday starts a new week, which means overtime changes. It costs more money.
Only you would know that, Mr. Pole Climber.
That's his business. None yet. None yet business.
So are they still working on that same premise?
On the same pole?
I'm assuming unions, yeah.
Unions. Okay.
So why don't they do it like at 2 in the morning when everybody's sleeping?
Well, you can schedule it for that way for normal maintenance, yeah. But if it's an outage, I mean, if literally something broke,
because unions were never created for customer service.
No,
unions were created for their own reason.
Yep.
And customer service is not on the list.
No, it's not. All right. Well, let's switch gears now and talk to Greg Ditch, Naperville High School team competing at the Texas Mile, and here he is now. Greg, good morning to you, sir.
Hey guys, what's happening? We're here, number 2 on the grid at the Texas Mile. So we're getting ready to start up and start making some runs, but in a different car today.
Why is there a different car today?
Well,
loaded up.
We had a little oil issue with the S10, so just man, things didn't really go our way, and we got a late start coming down here. So we went to test. Friday morning on the way down, because the truck didn't have any type of test time or anything like that, and it looks like maybe we spun a bearing and had a little engine failure on it. But if you see behind me, we called in a special favor, and we're going to be running a Supra today, so we do have something.
He's running the Supra. Yeah. Life is tough out there.
I'm not allowed to say, but I will say this: the license plates probably need to come off of it, so it can't be identified by the true owner. I don't think they know quite where I'm at with it today.
So you got to take the paper tags off of it so they don't void the warranty.
Correct. That's absolutely correct. Our goal, we tested it like about 3:00 in the morning in Oklahoma coming down here, and it's doing great, and then we had a sudden drop in oil pressure, and we just didn't want to risk it, so we called in a little favor going through San Antonio.
Well, good for you. It's nice to have friends like that.
Yeah. With fast cars.
Did we lose him? Is he still with us?
No, we've lost him.
Okay. Well, Greg, if you could hear us, we've lost you. Your signal out there at the airport is a little sketchy, to say the least. Yeah. So we'll hopefully get back to him as soon as he reappears.
It may not be on his end now. It may be on our end.
Uh-oh.
How could that be?
No, I'm good here.
Because the guy's over there plugging the fuse in.
Yeah. Is that what it is? He's screwing the fuse into the one of those.
Take
kind.
the old one out and put the new one in.
You hear a boom in the background?
I
think he just fried himself. Whatever.
Fried himself. Okay, well that's good. Well, at any rate, let's see if we can recreate the entire explanation of what Greg is. He's an instructor at a high school in Naperville, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. And he has an auto class that they have been working on, this S10 pickup truck, to run the Texas Mile, which is in Beeville. And it's basically a rolling start. And so it's not really a timed, like a NHRA drag racing event, but it's to see how fast you can go in the 1 mile.
Yeah, they measure your vehicle speed, like kind of in the middle, and then right at the very end, they measure your time to distance right at the very end to see what your top speed of the vehicle is.
Yeah.
And pretty challenging task to try and go. You know, the record out there, I think, is like 304 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
And it's held by a 2006 Ford GT twin turbo.
Guess what? I'm not interested in that. I don't need to go that fast.
Lots of things have to happen to the car to go that fast.
Yeah, and not,
one of the things
not in a bad way
is an extremely dependable and durable set of tires.
And it doesn't take very much of a bad thing to make a big bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, an oil leak at that speed, getting under your tires, it'd be a real bad day. So it's a good thing that they identified what the problem was before they got on track.
Do they make road tires that you can buy that are rated for 300 miles an hour?
Not that I'm aware
Not
of.
300. They're in the 250 range.
Yeah, the
But
Z-rated tires.
ZRs and things. Yeah.
Well, I've got ZRs, but
Yeah,
they
yours
ain't-
are rated for over 200.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to go 200.
no.
No, I would never do that.
No.
Not willingly.
Unless you go to the grocery store.
Yeah, that's it.
In his EV, because he needs to get to the charger.
No, I'm good. I did tell you that I have the Corvette down at Richard Tomlin's Apex Auto Works in Alvin.
Getting a clutch, throw-out bearing.
Clutch, pressure plate, flywheel.
Getting all that new stuff
All
in
that
there.
new stuff put in there. Master cylinder for it.
It'll change the way the vehicle operates.
Well, I hope so.
The new
Because
clutch smell.
This is not a performance clutch. I did not want to go that route. It's not a performance car. It is a Corvette, and that's just fine. Just give me the stock stuff. I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't need.
So you're just going back in with a production clutch and pressure plate, which I think is a good idea because you start putting some of those high-performance pressure plates in, and all of a sudden your left leg looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger's arm.
Yeah, and let me tell you, my left knee is not all that these days because of the clutch work
Dangly and hairy?
that I have done. What'd you say?
Dangly and hairy.
No, those were Don's best friends in high school, Dangly and Harry.
Yeah, well, there's that. But I will tell you that Richard
and George.
and George, Richard would never, ever have to worry about having his place robbed or anything like that down there.
Is that the first time you've been there?
Yeah.
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 First off, you got to find it. And
That's what I was
very
about
hard
to say.
find.
It's a left turn, a right turn, left turn, right turn. And then you go down the street and you're thinking, okay, well, these are all houses. I know that he's got a shop. Where is it? And so there was a shop and it had, I don't know, mobile gas or some sign out front of it, which had nothing to do with mobile gas. It was just a collector sign. And I thought, that's got to be it because there aren't any other garages
Nothing
like
else,
that. Yeah.
A number of barns out there, but no real garages.
Correct.
Yeah, first time I went there, I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're just out here in the middle of a neighborhood with an automotive shop."
And you know, the funny thing about it is that if you look at where he is, he's not really that far from Highway 6, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks.
Yeah.
But to get back there, you got to know what you're doing.
Well, Borcherding's the same thing with Paint House. His customizing shop is in the middle of a neighborhood with a big building in the middle of a neighborhood, so it's kind of unusual. We are friends with 2 people who have their shops basically in the middle of a residential area.
Well, I look at Iron Resurrection. It's one of my favorite shows to watch on Motor Trend with the guys outside of Austin. And that really is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's out there.
But it's right off of one of the good little highways there.
It is,
That's
but
where they go to test
but you've
drive
got to go
everything.
back in there. In that part of Texas, the nothing is straight. It's all of this kind of up and down hill country kind of stuff.
Yeah, down. People can't see your arm as you're waving it around, imitating a curvy road.
Well, they can if they're watching on television.
Okay.
There's that. But at least I made my point, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Up and down and left and right, and so. But I think it's a good idea. You're putting factory pieces back in it.
Now it does have an upgraded cylinder, master cylinder, for the clutch. And
is that what you're doing now, or it already had the upgraded master cylinder?
No. This is what I'm doing. The kit is a new kit that comes with this upgraded cylinder because in the C5 Corvette, apparently, it has been an issue. Not in all of them, but in some of them. And mine, as you know, has experienced a master cylinder issue in the past. And so we're going to fix all that. It's also got a bleed valve on it and everything.
Well, yeah, I think the remote bleeder is pretty important on a Corvette because without that, if you ever have to go in and bleed,
and a factory car doesn't have a remote bleeder.
No, and it's just a royal pain to bleed the clutch.
Right. Did they do that? Obviously, they did it on purpose. But why?
Good question, because we had asked that back in the beginning. Is why don't you put a remote bleeder in it? Because we don't have bleeding the clutch as a maintenance item. Well, now they do. When you look at the CTSVs with a shifter in it, bleeding the clutch is a maintenance item. But back then,
but it's fluid. And listen, that thing is black, and I've replaced probably half the fluid in it because you can't drain it.
Fluid goes well. You could if it had a bleeder, but without that,
you'd have to get into the clutch.
Yeah, it's a pain to get into.
Right. So I'm looking forward to getting it back. I know Richard will do a great job on it. He's done it before. He's had other C5s in there where he's put clutch packs in. And this company that we got the clutch pack from is a place called Tick Performance out of Mount Airy, Carolina, not South Carolina, North Carolina. Anyway, it's Mount Airy. And apparently they're
so it comes as everything in a box, kind
two
of
boxes,
all inclusive.
Yeah,
that's
two
a good
boxes.
idea. And the good thing about that is they know that everything's been validated to work together.
Yep.
You get a clutch from one place, a pressure plate from another place, and a flywheel from a third place, and you put it all together, and something doesn't fit. Now what?
They have upgraded clutch pressure plates and upgraded clutch discs that are available, and the more you step up to all that stuff, the more it costs.
Well, and the more, my opinion, the more difficult the vehicle becomes to drive, because when you step up in the pressure plate, you actually end up having to do a step up on the throwout bearing as well, because you're pushing that much more pressure, and that's that much more difficult for your leg to disconnect.
And the only reason to do that would be as if you're turning out a lot of horsepower and you want it to lock up as soon as it's ready to lock up when you let your foot off the clutch. And, my car may have 400 horsepower.
I was going to say yours is more of a daily driver-ish car than a track car, even though you've gone to the track with it, and probably will again.
I plan on going to Little River Dragway again on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas that's coming up at the end of next month.
See if you can get into the 11s.
No, it will not make the 11s. I just want to see if I can repeat the 13.0 is what it did in its best run.
So get into the 12s.
Well, that would be great if I could just, bump that into the 12s. And I think that the problem really was, and that's where I first actually felt that it seemed to be slipping right at when you're changing gears. And I'm thinking, man, it needs another clutch in here. I don't know what Greg Enders did to it.
20 some odd years old, that's not surprising.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, but it's only got 30,000 miles on it.
Yeah, that's low mileage.
But it depends on what's happened to it.
Might have been Greg's Corvette, but how much did Erica drive it?
Well, there's that.
Or Courtney can, because I'm sure they can stress a clutch out.
Oh, listen, yeah, exactly.
That'd be an interesting conversation, is how frequently the clutch has to get worked on her pro stock cars versus, you were doing top fuel and that clutch was worked every round. And on a pro stock, I wouldn't think they would have to work the clutch every round. I'm sure they do something in the tuning of it, but I wouldn't imagine that they're replacing components.
I wish I knew more of the insider stuff on that. And those guys are at a very elite level, and it's a different kind of mindset when you get to that level, and you're talking about hundredths of a second down the racetrack.
Yeah, and the difference between number 1 qualifier and the number 16 qualifier
is hundredths of a second.
Is maybe 0.4 of a second, and everybody's all kind of crowded in this 0.2 of a second range.
And then you also have to keep in mind that how's the driver's psyche and all of that, because they have to repeat that every round, and they've got to be spot on.
And then NHRA changes rules or changes some component requirement in the vehicle, and now everybody's got to re-engineer around that. Because when they went fuel injection, the big thought was that was going to slow them down. It really didn't slow them down much, and now I think they wouldn't want to go back to car. My opinion is they wouldn't want to go back to carburetors. I think they fully understand how to make the fuel injection.
As wonderful as carburetors were in our era, fuel injection is the way to go.
Oh gosh, yes.
I mean, you don't have to worry about driving the car every week to get gas going through it, so it doesn't get all hung up and plugged up,
gummed up.
Yeah, what a mess, Mr. Mars. I'm sorry that the Greg Ditch interview didn't work out, and I know you got a mouthful of food over there. I don't know why, but whatever. Is the fact that we need to do your car review.
He waited till you took the bite to say that.
No, I didn't, but
I would have.
We know that. So let's do this hour's car review. And Mr. Mars had a Lexus to drive.
Yes, sir.
Hell, take a swallow of water.
Got to wash that burrito out.
Yeah, it's a taco, but it's all right. Well, whatever you want to call it.
It's been one of those mornings. You wake up in the morning and everything's going good.
Hold that microphone a little
then
closer, please.
Suddenly, it all goes the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Unlike this 2023 Lexus NX350H. It's a hybrid. And I was kind of surprised to find it was a hybrid when it got here. This is a small luxury SUV from Lexus, of course, so it means it's got lots of Lexus things in it. It was completely redesigned in 2022. So 23, they didn't really make a lot of changes to it coming out into it this year. So on the exterior, you're going to find LED lighting, rain-sensing wipers. Of course, it had the roof rails and a moonroof up there. Power liftgate with the hands-free function, so you could kind of swipe your foot under it to get it to open up. We were also rolling on the optional 20-inch wheels. Standard wheel is an 18-inch, so it's a really nice-looking package. The interior had leather seating. Front seats were heated and ventilated and had some nice real wood trim in it. And had the 14-inch touchscreen, so it had a really big touchscreen in it.
That's huge.
And then the 9-inch standard display over there for the driver, where we used to call it a digital
dash.
A dash, but I'm not sure what the proper drive. I guess
Instrument cluster,
but they're not instruments anymore. It's a display. But anyway. But it also had a really nice heads-up display on it. Had some color in it, and it worked really well, even in the daytime. I really liked the way it worked. Now, it has a 2.5-liter gasoline motor under the hood with a hybrid, and it's got actually dual electric motors to it. And together, they put out 240 horsepower. Now, it's backed by a CVT. Most of the hybrids seem to be that way.
Yep, I think all hybrids are CVT.
And EPA says you should be looking for 41 miles per gallon in the city and 37 out on the highway, combined 39.
That's good.
Now, I ran it 286 miles. I got 37 out of it. I will say I was pretty impressed with that. A lot of it was driving time and stuff.
Very good.
It's all-wheel drive. That's standard on this particular trim level. The premium, it's an all-wheel drive, and it's really the only, and the hybrid, that's the only package you can get. It's the hybrid, and then you can buy the premium package to go into the hybrid to get some of these other features, but there is nothing else.
Yeah, but 37 miles to a gallon with an all-wheel drive, that's impressive.
And it ran really good, too. So the base price on this, on an Infiniti NX3, a Lexus NX350H.
Edit.
Yeah. The base price you can get one of these for $38,000. Now, the model, the premium all-wheel drive that we were in, starts at $45,000, and we had a couple of little options that bumped it up to $49,070 for the MSRP. And I really like the way that thing functioned. That the all-wheel drive, for a long time, to me, the all-wheel drives felt funny because you knew you were in an all-wheel drive car because sometimes the front would be functioning better than the back. Anyway, it just felt funny to me. This, you don't even notice it, that it's an all-wheel drive vehicle. It's there and it functions like it's supposed to.
Well, and one of the things over time, Toyota has really proven their what Toyota calls synergy drive, which I imagine is similar to what is in the Lexus product. They by far have the best hybrid system in the industry and have for some time.
Reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah, very reliable.
Yeah, very reliable, very, very proven, very smooth in operation.
It is. I mean, so the Lexus has got a premium touch to it, and this is a premium luxury CUV, SUV as they call it, and it shows even in the drivetrain. I mean, it works out really well.
Have you noticed that they've dropped the CUV?
Mm-hmm. A lot of them have, yeah. I mean, even in their press release and the material, they don't
really talk about crossover utility vehicles.
No.
Matter of fact, I'm kind of driving a crossover truck because the Maverick in the Ford lineup is a unibody. There is no bed per se. It's kind of like an old El Camino. Mm-hmm. It's all one.
And what's interesting, the Honda Ridgeline was originally that way. Well, they've gotten back to where now it has a bed. They wrap the body around to where they try and hide it, but it's gone back to having a bed. So it's kind of weird how one moves in and one moves out of that bed configuration.
And my thought on it in the beginning was an SUV had a hard frame in it, basically built off a pickup truck platform.
Yes.
A CUV would be more unibody that was coming off of more of a car chassis.
Yes, that's correct.
And now they're all trying to build SUVs.
Well, I think they're trying to get to where they can use that SUV name.
Because it's a little more recognizable.
Yeah, it is. I think most people...
More durable, bigger, stronger, better.
Yeah, it's a marketing thing, I think.
Okay. Thank you for being you. And don't go changing.
Yeah, it's one of those days, I'm telling you.
Is it?
You could change the internet and try and please us.
By the way, speaking of that, how are we looking? Because it's supposed to be fixed now. 8:45.
Did they send you a text?
Well, let's just take a look and see what they have said.
Mike's going to go outside and see if the guy's up on the pole. If he's pole dancing.
Hi, it's Xfinity Assistant. Your service interruption should be resolved soon as possible. We're working quickly to get you up and running again, and we'll text you once your service is restored.
You know that phone's listening to us talk. That's why you got that message,
And
right?
you do realize that they haven't texted me to say it's up and running.
Right.
They did in the previous email that said 8:45 it'd be fixed. Well, that's come and gone.
So do you get money? Do
Everything's
you get
bouncing
money
pretty hard.
back or a discount on your
Sure.
on your account?
That's
because of
exactly
this?
what that is. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'd
always
copy-
give me money back.
I'd print that and mail that in with your bill.
With my discount?
With minus.
Yeah, they're probably not 8 or 9 cents off of it.
Yeah, either that or send me a picture of a finger.
No, they'll take money off of it, but but they'll say, here's your monthly bill, and this is how many minutes there are in a month, so your minutes are worth this much. That's exactly how they'll do it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Not the importance of the minutes.
Is it worth my time? Is it really worth my time to go through all of that and just go here?
Just to
here's
hassle
the-
somebody.
you-
It's always worth your time to hassle
If
somebody, Don.
If you use the U.S. mail, you will lose money by buying a stamp.
There's no doubt about that. I'm not a fan, as you know, of the post office. But this is not a show to bitch and complain about the post office.
Since when?
We can complain about anything.
We can, and we do.
We bitch and complain about lots of stuff.
Yes, we do.
That's right.
Wow.
All right.
I have some things that I wanted to run by us. Back to the car stuff that we normally do.
And I think we're back on. I think we're back on the air.
Good. Hyundai and Kia have issued recalls for more than 570,000 vehicles. 570,000, over 500,000.
That's a lot.
Urging owners to park their vehicles outside and away from homes and other structures until the recall is remedied. The affected vehicles are model years 22 and 23, Hyundai Santa Cruz, 19 to 23, Hyundai Santa Fe, 21 to 23, Santa Fe Hybrid, 22 to 23, Santa Fe Plug-in Hybrid, and 22 to 23, Kia Carnival.
Yeah, don't park your car in the garage because it may
Until
burn.
the free recall repair is completed, owners should continue to park their vehicles outdoors and away from other vehicles or buildings, even if the vehicle is turned off.
But it's
An
okay
electrical
to drive
short
it.
could potentially start a fire in the tow hitch harness module. Owners should contact their Hyundai or Kia dealership to schedule a free repair. But
once they figure one out.
Yeah. Tow hitch harness module. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's back at the hitch.
Wherever that module is
Wherever
located.
that module is located.
And that can be anywhere in the car.
Oh, but let's not stop there.
Let's recall something else.
Snow or ice buildup might cause the windshield wiper motor to fail or operate intermittently on the 21 to 23 Hyundai Palisade. It's being recalled along with 166,999 others from the 21 through 23 model year. Windshield wiper failure.
Yeah, but those two will work together. At least while the car's on fire, the snow will melt.
Well, the fix is going to be issuing everybody a fire extinguisher.
I'm sorry, that was nasty.
It was good. I liked it. There's other recalls. Seatbelt buckle may not latch, and a whole bunch of Acuras and Hondas.
That way you can get out quicker when the car's on fire.
Rivian side curtain airbag improperly secured. All of these are recalls. Ford Maverick inoperative trailer tail lights. Front brake hoses may rupture on the Ford Fusion and the Lincoln MKZ.
That's not
2013 through 2018. What year is Kathy's?
13.
It's a 13. Okay. Well,
It's a
front
Fusion,
brake hoses may rupture. That's her.
Yeah. She's waiting on, if she gets a recall, she gets a recall.
Have you gotten the letter in the mail yet? No, not yet. Windshield wipers may fail in the Ford F-150. There seems to be some commonality here about windshield wipers all of a sudden. That's for the F-150 2021 model year.
Test.
And the Ford Bronco is being recalled for the rear view camera. It may malfunction on the 21 to 22 model years.
Wow.
The Bronco steering wheel may lock up while driving.
No.
And the Ford Bronco for 22 and 23.
Hopefully not while you're backing up and you can't see where you're going because the camera's broke.
And it's on fire.
And it's on fire.
It's on fire.
Okay, time now for a quick break here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We're back after this. Stay with us.
Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier car cruise-in returns Saturday, April 15th to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. Bring your Hot Rod Classic Resto Mod or any other vehicle you'd like to show and compete for one of 3 highly coveted Chili Pepper trophies. This April 15th kickoff event is one you'll want to put on your calendar because 100% of the money you donate for the free tacos will be given to God's Garage. You heard right. Free tacos. Whatever you decide to give, all of it will be given to God's Garage and matched by Lupi Tortilla. God's Garage gifts vehicles to single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military in the greater Houston area. In fact, the Garage will gift a vehicle to a mom in need at this special event. Be sure to attend the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, Saturday, April 15th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Free breakfast tacos for any donation to God's Garage. It'll make your heart and your belly feel good. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available on the most popular podcast channels out there in 30-minute episodes. We realize our 3-hour live show can be difficult to catch in its entirety, so now you can listen every day to a convenient, fresh 30-minute episode. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Audible, along with a dozen more. In Wheel Time has the most informative automotive guest interviews and new car reviews, along with popular features including Conrad's Car Clinic and This Week in Auto History, along with automotive news headlines. Our live broadcast airs every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central on InWheelTime.com, the iHeart app, and on YouTube. Be sure to say hello when we're broadcasting from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, Autorama, and the Houston Auto Show, among others. Now, it's easier than ever to hear about all things automotive all week long. You're invited to join fellow car enthusiasts in becoming part of the ever-growing In Wheel Time Car Talk family. Don't forget those 30-minute podcast episodes on your favorite podcast channel. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.